track in the nights, an ultimate steel, cloaked by auroric fire, as light turns into fumes, consumed by the monster, their messiah. So as we breathe in the smoke, accept defeat and taste the soul. We are trapped by this land of flame. We watch it burn for Molech's sake. And as your life fades into smoke, accept defeat and lose control. We are trapped by this land of flame. We watch it burn for Molech's sake. Now this shit won't suffice. There's arrogance in his eyes. A cat from another time now speaks for the proud track in the night. The Titan's traded blows, and the palace set on fire. The realm's engulfed in smoke, and there's no monster nor messiah. So as we breathe in the smoke, accept defeat and taste the soul. We are trapped by this land of flame. We watch it burn for Molech's sake. And as your life fades into smoke, accept defeat and lose control. We are trapped by this land of flame. We watch it burn for Molech's sake. So as we breathe in the smoke, accept defeat and taste the soul. We are trapped by this land of flame. We watch it burn for Molech's sake. And as your life fades into smoke, accept defeat and lose control. We are trapped by this land of flame. We watch it burn for Molech's sake.
I'm gay. I suck penis every day. Fuck me in the ass until you make me spray. I'm fucking gay. I hug men romantically. Drop your balls into my mouth. I really love the taste. Yeah, I'm gay. I need cum to start my day. 1 teaspoon of penis juice to keep the strain away. I'm fucking gay. Your home was made for me. I'll crawl inside and live a life of quiet dignity. I'm fucking gay. I'm 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 gay. first is also gay. Yeah, my last name is the same. I'm fucking gay. At least that's what they say when they see me dancing gaily in the big gay fat parade. Yeah, I'm gay. I eat poo-poo la souffle and wash it down with piss like delicious lemonade. I'm fucking gay, and gay sex is my trade. Bottom to top, I'll call the lot and make it rain. Don't tell my wife, she's not about this life. She doesn't know I'm with her, cause she looks like a guy. Don't tell my kids, they never would forgive. They don't know that I'm the one who killing penis kiss. Don't tell the cops, they'd confiscate my cock and lock me up in jail with all the burly cons. Tell the cops, I'm gayer than they thought. I've got a taste for man flesh and that will never stop. Cause I'm gay. That's right, I'm gay. Guess what, I'm gay. Yeah, I'm gay. Cause I'm gay. That's right, I'm gay. Guess what, I'm gay. I'm fucking gay. I'm fucking gay. They call me Gay Jack the Ripper, cause I hate women and I'm gay. I'm like gay Jeffrey Dahmer, if he was normal and not straight.
You think you're gonna talk to me like this? You're not. Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand? You won't talk to me like this.
Stop fucking with the G. Cause I'm a landmine, motherfucker. You should tread gently. They know what I'm about, and still bitches wanna tempt me. And now they're face down on the ground, minus 10 feet, G. Cause I'm a landmine, motherfucker. You should tread gently. They know what I'm about, and still bitches wanna tempt me, G. Damn, horse pubic hair grows at a tragic rate. She's been tying it up in cornrows and fucking magic braids. Shame you ain't friends with a razor blade, cause it's seen less of that puss than I've seen since we got married May. Ralph finna take us to that scary place and force your hairy space all up in Harry's face. Morris about as brainless as a Vickers or a Faith is run little horsey back to your zoophiliac rapist. Crap, I got carried away, dragged to the crack shack, promised you Saint-Tropez. There's no going back. Now what's your old man gonna say when you pose for the snaps and show him your snatch, okay? Why do the crazy hitches wind up in Vegas? Why do the plainest bitches wind up as plaintiffs? Why? After all these switches, do they not know what AIDS is? Why did my world championship belt end up on Craigslist? Bitch ass nigga, think I won't grab the Kalashnikov, unleash a Rochester massacre, or get a match lit up, light up a Transgashlicka, whatever turns you to ash quicker. Copters flying overhead, and I don't mean the ones they keep deploying right over my daddy's shed. Got caught copping a liquid shit. Back to her dad she went with a message. Stop fucking with the G. Cause I'm a landmine, motherfucker. You should tread gently. They know what I'm about, and still bitches wanna tempt me. And now they're face down on the ground, minus 10 feet, G. Cause I'm a landmine, motherfucker. You should tread gently. They know what I'm about, and still bitches wanna tempt me. So how's the Satan spawn? Oops, didn't know my mic was on. Guess I gotta tighten the rules around having devices, hun. I don't wanna, but wouldn't you rather shit be nice and fun? Cause I got these vices and you don't know how I might respond. Slap a judge, rape a jury. I smell like a maker's brewery. Mine is gone, ain't no one could ever cure me. No brain and no bronze, only the naked fury. To hire the world's best ghost writer to write this song, observe the house rules. Shut up, pantsuit. Don't dare tell me what I can and what I can't do. Pay the bills, bitch, it ain't Richmond. This is Cancun. Don't say that I can't say, nigga. Yes, I can, coon. In return for the flagellate, have a drawing of some kids, 6, 7, 8, for you to masturbate. Bet you didn't think you'd learn maths today, since you ran away from my stiff 3 right into a flaccid 8. Harry's got his force back, now he brings the cavalry. So I pen an apology, that shoulda gave him clarity. But all this fat nigga wants to do is have a stab at me, and thinks that I won't stab back revenge pornographically. Or maybe you just love me. Maybe you want me to take care of you same way that your daughter took care of me. But you're so far in the closet, Harry, only way you'll take a swing is if you take that sling and do like David Carradine. Stop fucking with the G. Cause I'm a landmine, motherfucker. You should tread gently. They know what I'm about, and still bitches wanna tempt me. And now they're face down on the ground, minus 10 feet, G. Cause I'm a landmine, motherfucker. You should tread gently. They know what I'm about, and still bitches wanna tempt me.
You won't talk to me like this.
Who the fuck you think you're talking to? You won't talk to me like this. Fucking slatternly hoe. Bitches slatternly. Slatternly. Shout out to Liquid Richard. Hey yo, where the fuck you at, nigga?
I don't give a fuck whether you're approving or not. Clean that shit up.
Oh boy. I fucking love that. Oh no, don't start again. I didn't give you permission to start again. Hello everybody. Give me 1 second. Let that start up there. For some reason VLC is way slower now than it used to be. I don't know why. Oh goodness. There we go. That's a little bit better. How's everybody doing tonight? I am thankfully not dying anymore. Which is, you know, feel like I'm saying that more and more. I promise that my health is overall in good general health. Overall. Overall. Hello, Star. Welcome. Okay, good. I do have you modded. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everyone is doing good. I had a day. To be fair, I was kind of expecting today to be a bit of a day. But it was more of a day than I expected. So, chat. At work today, we were, at my job, we work warehouse. You know, we get our work in the morning. And I'm not going to be specific, but like basically after I clocked in today, our boss decided to take us to do something that like took up 2 hours of work before we actually got to work, and we were still on the clock. So technically I was getting paid for this, which is, you know, overall I don't mind if I'm getting paid for it. We went to go do something for someone that was like a friend of the company. And I didn't necessarily mind doing that. Not at all, because again, I was getting paid. It was kind of awkward for me because I didn't know the person at all. Which, you know, when I normally did service when I was a missionary, I kind of knew the people a little bit, or there was a tie. For this person, it was just like they were somebody from the business, or somebody that was like part of the business and then wasn't. And so we like spent 2 hours doing this other thing. And then we went back to the warehouse. And I still had a full workload of they tried to get less work. It didn't work. It didn't work. So I ended up having to do my full workload. Even though they were like planning to take a 2-hour deviation from the workday. And I ended up getting some overtime today. So, you know, I'm not really going to complain about that, you know. Ended up doing something for somebody. On the clock. and I got overtime. So, you know, the only negative is that I was late for stream, but I don't really care about that too much. Forklift certified. I really don't care if I'm ever forklift certified. I'm going to be honest with you. It's one of those things where I don't mind too much. Made some bank. Yeah, I worked an extra like hour. Because normally I finish early at my work and then I get off on time. But I ended up working almost an extra hour because of the thing we did. And again, I'm not going to complain. The only thing I will say, it was just kind of like jarring for them to ask me to complete the workload still, because it was just like, unless you take some of this off, I'm going to be here over the clock. And boss was like, I don't care. Just get it done. I was like, okay. 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 Apparently he tried to reduce the workload for the day. And higher ups were like, no, fuck you. So, you know, it was kind of funny, but it, you know, it is what it is. Anyway. Chat. Thankfully, I am not dying anymore. I had some acid reflux yesterday. Which, if you don't know, is the main cause of what happened with my teeth. And so, I ended stream yesterday. And I went to go get something to help calm down my stomach so that I could go to bed. Because if I didn't calm down the acid reflux, it could probably have been a bad thing. So I'm glad that it was able to, you know, simmer down, basically. And so I want to make up for the lack of a good stream yesterday. I still feel like it was all right, you know. I feel like it was all right. You know, having a guest on is always fun. I felt mostly bad for Tabithash because I didn't actually get to I felt like I wasn't able to do as good as I normally do. She said that she will come back one day, so I guess I didn't scare her away, which is good. Why would Hasan in Israel give you acid reflux? That's a good question. I don't know. That's a good question. I can't believe that Hasan Piker would do that to me, chat. You have to help me. My throat is under attack from Hasan Piker. Sounds worse than it probably should be. But no, I am under attack by Hasan Piker. Not Israel. No, not Israel. Just Hasan Piker. So, oh, excuse me. Let me get a drink. But yeah. So, thankfully, that's fixed. Anyway, we are going to cover the rest of the stuff I didn't get to cover yesterday. And I've added some new stuff to the list. Because 24 hours is a lot for something to happen to a man in Cuba. And so we're going to be going through some of that as well. In addition to that, I've got some stuff that I'd like to watch tonight that I'll let my friends come in with. So yeah, there's been some fun stuff that happened within the last 24 hours that I've also added. I also want to just jump through the rest of the stuff. I felt bad because, again, there was some stuff where I was just like, I don't want to cover that with a guest the first time. I don't want to cover that. I don't want to cover that. And now I want to cover it. You know, I just want to go through it. So that's what we're going to be doing today, is covering the rest of the stuff I didn't get to cover or didn't want to cover with a first-time guest. And then we'll just go with all of the other stuff. And trust me, we have plenty of Hasan Piker stuff tonight. If you guys are in love with me shitting on Hasan Piker, there will be plenty of it today. All right, don't you worry. We'll be laughing at this man quite a bit because I'm going to be completely excuse me. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Sorry, I might cough a little bit too, because even though, you know, I don't have acid reflux right now. I still do have a bit of a cough. Excuse me. Even though, fuck, I don't even know where I was going with that one there. No! I appreciate that.
My throat is under attack by Hasan Piker. MommaOcco, March 2026. The fact all of the commies in Cuba haven't received any Cuban cigars is fitting. No cigars for commies.
I agree. No cigars for commies. Thank you for the 10. I appreciate that. Nice hat. Thank you. It's a good hat, is it not? It's a pretty good hat, in my personal opinion. Anyway, I feel like I lost my thought and then the redeem came in, and then I tried to find it. My apologies, chat. Anyway, I feel like mogging a man that, in my personal opinion, is only choosing to further his grift. Like, okay, here's the thing. If somebody like Hasan Piker wants to grift politically, I typically don't mind that much, because there really isn't a whole lot that he can do to, like, influence people or change things. Although, to be fair, you might be able to argue that Hasan Piker has influenced people to do bad things, and people have done stupid things around the world. One of the things I kind of have a problem with now, though, is he is actively going to other countries that, from the limited information I have, is actually suffering from communist or very heavily socialist regimes, and their citizens are suffering or dying, and he is going to these places to try and make them sound better than they are. So we'll obviously get to it when it comes to Hasan, but I'm just like, I don't think just like outright raging on the internet is like is really it's funny for you guys, for sure. I'm sure, but like, I don't feel like getting outright pissed off. I just feel like pointing out the horrible hypocrisy of everything, because it's just kind of gross, you know, seeing him go to these other countries. I guess at this point he's really only ever been to China and now Cuba, but seeing him go to Cuba with other individuals, and I've heard some stuff about the individuals he went with. It's just kind of sad, in my personal opinion. Cuba's having a 20-hour... Yeah, Cuba's right now. I don't know if they still are in it. People are welcome to fact check me live as we're going through this. But as I've read, there is currently a blackout in Cuba for the Cuban citizens. And allegedly, the hotel that Hasan Piker is staying at has electricity. Allegedly. It could be very wrong. It could be like one of the worst things to say about somebody ever. But, oh, excuse me. But like, we're gonna go through some of that, because I wanted to get through the rest of the Hasan stuff yesterday. I wanted to go through the Hasan and Cuba stuff. And then if we have time for it, I do have some other reaction-based stuff that I would like to go through. I actually have a video here. I'm not gonna play it, but like, chat, this channel right here. This is the front page YouTube channel. This channel, it was started by Caleb Hammer. You might not know that this is a Caleb Hammer channel unless you listen to one of its videos. This was started by Caleb Hammer, and he literally has this as a documentary channel. I've listened to some of the videos. They're actually, like, I actually really like some of these videos. And just to be fair, I like Caleb Hammer. I feel like he's kind of like a new Dave Ramsey, and probably I think that he's a really good Dave Ramsey, and I like his stuff. And I'm gonna be honest, I like hearing these small documentaries, and I kind of want to make this kind of stuff. And like, I really enjoy the his description, diving into topics that I find interesting. I like that, because that's kind of like what I want to do. So I do really enjoy this channel. I think this is a great channel. I think that this channel has good videos. And he made one on Cuba like a month ago, I want to say. It's somewhere on here. I have it queued up for later. But like, oh, there it is. Literally right here. Cuba is next. And I would like to watch it later, just so that we can like better understand. Because I'm going to be completely honest with you. As an Amerimutt, not really an Amerimutt, but as an American, I don't really understand everything all the time that's going on with the world. And I'd like to learn from people that aren't like absolutely retarded. So, and because I like Caleb Hammer, I feel like if I listen to his Cuba video, I will actually learn something. Just to give you guys an idea, I have watched his Twitch video. The Twitch video is really good, and it perfectly encapsulates what I think about Twitch. And what I think about Twitch is it's not necessarily going to die. It's just going to slowly fade into irrelevancy, and that's basically what he said as well. He talked about dating apps. I haven't gone through that one all the way, but I started listening to it, and I thought it was all right. He talked about the Electoral College, which I thought was really informative. So you guys should just like go give this a sub, because he puts up a lot of documentaries, and I like it. I'm subscribed on my private channel, and I've been listening to some of these, and I've been enjoying them. This one is really good too. I listened to this one recently, and all I'm going to say is, you know, as somebody that doesn't consider themselves politically aligned, link it. I can do that. Hold on. Excuse me. As somebody that doesn't consider himself a right or left leaning creator, I enjoyed this video because he talked about how basically through different like handshake deals or just ties, Donald Trump basically now controls a major swath of the news media because of who he's connected to that just decided to buy Warner Brothers. And I thought that was really interesting. Like, I don't necessarily think that, like, I think it has the potential to be, I mean, like, here's the thing. Any president that has a huge sway over the news media has the potential of making it bad, obviously. But, like, it's one of those things where you're going to have to wait and see before something actually happens, if that makes sense. But if you want a brief TLDR this video, basically somebody who's buddies with Trump just bought Warner Brothers, and it also includes CNN in there as well. So that's interesting. That's interesting. This one I started listening to, and I thought was interesting as well. He talked about the tariffs as well. It's just like a good video. So you should watch it. You know, you should give it some attention. I need to add more gifs to that. I'm starting a page where I just have different gifs of things that I want to play, you know. But yeah, you should give it a watch. I think that Caleb Hammer, I don't listen to his financial show a whole lot. I'm going to be honest with you. Listening to somebody flame another person with how bad they are about money just makes me think about my bad financial decisions back during COVID. And I feel incredibly sad when I do that. And I don't feel like I need to be flamed anymore because I am getting better with my financial decisions, and my decisions are getting slowly, you know, better and better and better. What the heck is this? Oh, that's styrofoam. Chat, speaking of styrofoam, when I was done dying yesterday, because I do kind of have a schedule. All right, I have a schedule for how late I stay up, because if I don't follow it, then I wake up all tired or all that kind of shit. Oh my gosh.
But he's a pussy.
Thank you.
Let me show you the way.
Devastator, thank you for calling me a pussy. I appreciate that. Oh, I fucking love that clip so much. There's so many good clips. Oh, I forgot to change the goal thing from 10 minutes to 3 hours. Fuck, I'll reset it later. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Devastator. Very much appreciated. Thank you. You did not have to do that, but thank you. I deeply appreciate that. I hope you're doing good. Anyway, let me get a drink here real quick. Thank you, Devastator. I deeply appreciate it. Chat. On the subject of financial responsibility, can I show you what's on the next buy list for me? All right. I could live in a vet. No, please don't do that, Devastator. All right, please, like, keep your house. I will, like, be so sad. Don't sell your possessions just for me or for friends. Please keep your own money. Anyway, again, I deeply appreciate that. Chat, do you want to know the next thing I'm going to be investing in? That I that so I've already been working on my server rack. All right. I've been working on my server. You guys know this. It's been a slow process. I bought like a 12 unit server rack last year. I already had to upgrade it, and thankfully it wasn't very expensive too. And I upgraded it to a 20U high rack. I still have the 12U high rack, and originally I thought to myself, you know what, I'm just gonna put the 12 unit rack on top of the 20 unit rack and make a giga 32 unit rack. All right, here, let me I don't have a picture because I haven't cleaned up the space yet. Let me give you a picture of what I have, like what I have here, so that you understand like what I'm talking about, because I like visual aids, and so should you, chat. Here, so this is basically what I have without the outer casing, basically. And so I originally had like a 12U, which is like a third of this almost. Then I upgraded to a 20U, and I was like, you know what? Why don't I just put the 12U on top of the 20U? I'm looking at, because you're able to do that, all right? I was able to do that. I was able to screw it together because technically they can screw together. However, now I'm wondering if instead of putting them together into one massive super rack, that I just put one next to each other and then I put the printer on the smaller one. Because the smaller one will handle better, just like not like wobbling back and forth, and it will do better weight distribution wise. Because unfortunately, I can't screw it into the wall because my landlord has asked me not to screw it into the wall, and he has also told me he does not want me to mount it to the floor, so I can't mount it to the floor. So this thing has to stand on its own. And so, what I might do, also really quickly, Ender Lollipop Guy, thank you. Happy birthday. You say it's your birthday. I'm going to trust you. All right. You say you have a lot of tequila. Oh, man. I hope that you enjoyed that for your birthday. If you had a good birthday, good. All right. I'm glad.
That's a big bitch.
Over here, chat.
That's a big dude.
Thank
We
you.
love giant racks in this house.
I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. I love them too. But anyway, so really quickly again, happy birthday, Ender Lollipop Guy. I hope you're having a good night. So again, like I said, chat, I decided to combine the 20U and the 12U to create like a massive 32. But the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like, you know what? I might just put the 12U on the ground right next to the 20U, you know, and I'm going to put my printer on that. Because originally, my printer was on the top of an IKEA, like, container, all right? Very ghetto. Because I was like, I don't want to go buy more shelves to put this on. And so, I didn't. And, so instead, I think I'm just going to put the smaller one on the ground, put the printer on it, and then that'll be that. But yeah, so I did buy like, again, thankfully they're not that expensive for like these beginner racks. Mine definitely doesn't have the enclosure like this. This would be like a future idea to get like an enclosure like that, which would be really cool. To keep it nice and safe, but then I would have to do a lot of aeration and like blowing air into it, you know. Excuse me. But can I show you what my next purchase will be after taxes? All right, after I take care of my taxes, let me show you what I'm gonna buy next, chat. All right, I'll show you the next two things I want to buy. What are these? These are server racks. Listen. You know your video games that, like, you know Fortnite, you know where Fortnite gets stored? It gets stored in these massive things, all right? They put server racks in them, all right? This is where all of your RAM goes, all right? They throw the RAM into these big cabinets and somehow it does AI. But anyway, this is the next thing. Oh, here, let me zoom. Well, this works too. This is the next thing I want, all right? Now, you might ask yourself, or you might ask me, excuse me, Aka, why are you wanting to buy a $280 plug? because yes, this is a $280 plug. Or power. It's otherwise known as the Power Distribution Pro, and this is by Unify. This is the company that sold my router, which is the Dream Machine. It sells the Switch I use, and it sold the fucking the NAS that I have, basically. So I want to buy this, and the reason why is because it's a giant plug, and it looks. Not only does it look amazing, all right, and I promise after we talk about this, and I just nerd out for a minute. Indulge me for a moment while I nerd out, and then we'll get on to the real stuff. But not only do I want this plug because it looks nice, chat, it also has 4 USB-C plugins. That's like a lot of USB-C plugins right there. That's like 4 more than I currently have, like, on my current plug. Actually, no, never mind. The one that I currently have has a USB-C plug. Okay. So it has, and you know what? Now that I think about it, I think that the current plug I'm using is one that a fan bought me. Actually, I think Devastator might have bought me that plug, and it's actually been super duper useful. Anyway. But it has 4 USB-Cs. Now, you might ask, why would I want USB-Cs on there? Well, because if I have to plug in my phone for any reason to, like, use as a flashlight, there we go. I have it as a flashlight. It can also just charge it. You know? That's cool. That's pretty neat. But the reason why I want this... now, you might notice, it comes with an Ethernet import. It also comes with DAC cable imports, which is I might also use as well. But it comes with an Ethernet import. Chat. What I want to do with this, not just this. Let me go over back to this page here. This store, by the way, the Unify store. I have this bookmarked on my Google, where I have all my private accounts and stuff. And I have this store bookmarked. What I want to do is I want to pair that with this. Unfortunately, this is sold out, but I have it set to email me when it comes back in party. This right here is the backup power.
Thank you, user, for the follow.
Thank you for the follow. This is the backup power unit. It also has plugs on it. And it also has an Ethernet button on this. So, chat, what I want to do is, right now, my rack is exposed. And I said that intentionally. My server rack is currently exposed to no backup power. If the power goes out for whatever reason, unfortunately, it will just die. Now... what I could do is I could just buy like a simple battery backup. I already have my own battery backup already, but I can't like use it for this because server rack equipment eats significantly more power, and I need my battery backup for my computers. So what I want to do is this battery backup will allow me to, if it detects the power goes out or even flickers, it will send a signal to all of my Unify gear. Or at the very least, it'll send a signal to my network storage and my Dream Machine. Both of those are ones that need to have constant power. And it will tell them to just shut down safely. Which... it doesn't sound like a lot, all right? It might not sound like a lot. But when you're in a world where you use massive arrays of disks and you can't lose your data, like me, for instance, Temp just sent me a bunch of hard drives, and I'm going to store a whole bunch of my stuff on it, all right? Stuff that I don't want to lose. And you don't want power to suddenly just cut to your hard drives while they're spinning, because that could ruin them. So I want this specifically so that I can protect my stuff, basically. So this is, for those that are curious, this is my next big purchase. This, and of course this. So, after I pay my taxes, of course, I'm going to pay my taxes. And thankfully the teeth thing, I think, with with how generous you guys were, I think that the teeth will be fine for the rest of the year. I'm still going to do something special, as a thank you. Thank you.
Landlord needs to stop ogling Akko and let him cover up.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you. But basically, this will be the next thing. Aren't tips tax-free? So I am pretty sure that the YouTube super chats can't count. I looked into it. I looked into it. I really, really, really wanted YouTube super chats to count. But because of how YouTube classifies its payments towards creators, it classifies payments as a royalty. You can't use YouTube money as a tip. It doesn't count. Now, that might change next year. I have no idea. But basically, since this is the first year of no tax on tips, the internet software that is working on this stuff doesn't accept it. Now, what I might try to do is, if you donate to my PayPal, I will count that as a tip myself. And I'll see if I can get a piece of paper to add in as an employee 1099, and then I can count that as a tip. We'll see. But basically, because YouTube counts all of the money it gives you as a royalty, the IRS will not count it as a tip. And trust me, I spent a long time trying to figure out, if I could take the tips that you guys gave me last year off, because I really wanted to. I really, really, really wanted to. Wouldn't that count as tax fraud? So basically, I read the tax code. You have to have it come from a job payment, basically, like a W-2 or a 1099. And the YouTube thing is filed under a 1099 miscellaneous. And so, at the very least, the tax software I use doesn't recognize the 1099 miscellaneous, even though it's filed for it to pay to my company, which is the company that I use. So, trust me, I looked into it. Cause listen, it would be really nice to take off all the money I made from you guys tipping me last year. I really was looking deep into it. But the thing I kind of came to understand is because YouTube counts as a royalty payment through a 1099 miscellaneous and not like a payment from a boss, like a W-2 or a regular 1099, I can't count it as a tip. So, I think what I'm going to do is, if I want to count it, I think I incorporate, or I figure out how to, I try and figure out how to, incorporate all my stuff. And then if you tip me through PayPal or Streamlabs, or excuse me, Stream Elements, I can count that as a tip, because technically that is a direct tip donation. So it's whatever. Listen, it would have been nice Would have been very nice because I count myself. I personally count those all as tips, but I would instead prefer to not shortchange the government because they'll come a knocking. You know, it's whatever. It's whatever. Thankfully, you know, I still had a lot of expenses from last year. I'm not done with my expenses and deductions. I still need to go through the advertising I did last year because I did do advertising. I need to go through the rest of the commission-based stuff. Equipment. I bought a lot of equipment. Not only the server rack equipment, all of that's getting taken off the taxes too, by the way, because my server rack equipment, it definitely counts. Because I'm using it for work. In addition for learning. But I have a lot of purchases on Amazon that I also made that I like when I first did my round of taxes, I was just kind of like upset and I was just thinking about getting ready to submit it. But then I was like, you know what? Let's take a second look. And then I started looking through my Amazon account and I was like, wait, I used that for my business and I used that for my business. I'm not going to count the toothpaste I had to buy, but I used that and that and that. So basically anything that I bought in 2025 that I directly used for my business, I'm also, you know, just going to count. Like I'm scrolling through this right now and it's just like, yep, that was for the business. That was for the business. That was, and like they're little expenses. Trust me. Like this drill I bought, I definitely bought this drill. And I use it for more than just my business, but I bought this drill so that I could put together my server rack because I didn't have a drill to drill stuff in. That's a business expense because it was for my rack. This Cat 6 cable or the stud finder, yeah, all this is for the business, you know. So, you know, I need to go through and see how much stuff I bought that I can also add there. And guess what? Because I'm using it for the business. For the little, some of it is for the R&D stuff. My research and development for my business. It's going on the thing, you know, and yeah, basically, I learned to just kind of be chill with it. Just don't rush through the taxes, you know, even though I can't count all of the tips I got, it's whatever. I'll still pay. I will pay whatever they want me to pay. And we'll move on. You know, it's actually kind of funny. Like I hate taxes. Obviously everybody hates taxes. Nobody wants to pay taxes. But I legitimately, for like the past couple of years, as a VTuber, chat, you guys got to understand this. Last year was the first year I made money. All right? And I'm not just saying like made a penny or two at all. I'm saying last year I actually am in the green. Which you have no idea how like I saw how much money I owed and I was just like, it made me cry. So, you know, I hate the fact that I have to pay taxes, you know, but it was just really nice to see that the channel did good enough that it pushed me out of like not just my own personal living expenses, but allows me to, you know, pay back the government. So, you know. Anyway. Can I put the shot collar as a business expense? If I use it on stream, yes. Yes, I can. And I will. I need to set that up. I need to bother Atari about that, chat. We'll be doing that. That's next year because I bought that this year. So that's an expense for next year. But yes, because I am buying it for the purposes of using for my audience, it is an expense. Excuse me. Anyway, Somebody asked who this is. This is Mersh. One day, not today, we'll talk about Mersh because Mersh is amazing in all of the wrong ways. All of the wrong ways. Mersh is just absolutely amazing. For now, we're gonna jump off of my tism. We're gonna jump off of the tism of me talking about my server rack, which I will give you guys pictures and updates as soon as I've got fun updates to take a picture. Will I get a dog model for the collar? No. Chat, let's jump into another tism, okay? You all know that Minecraft is one of my first loves when it comes to video game tism. And I have had a pretty love-hate relationship with Minecraft recently because Minecraft has decided they're just basically going to become the Corpo Slop. They changed from having once a year updates to updating wherever they feel like it. And those updates vary in quality, from adding a couple of mobs like they did where they updated all the baby mobs to literally adding 1 to 2 mobs and allowing you to fly on one of them. Which, by the way, happy gas are not a horrible addition. If you are a builder like me, a happy gas is actually a really fun way to get you to no longer have to use so much scaffolding. So, you know, I'm kind of happy with that. But, all right, but, they have released, chat, a brand new update. Well, excuse me, it's not released yet. They have announced a brand new update, and I don't know. I think we're just going to let you all tell me what you think. I want you all to tell me what you think. So, their next update is called Chaos Cubed. They are adding a brand new biome in the caves, the Sulfur Caves, which is very interesting. It's interesting to me because you guys might remember, back when I played Minecraft last year, I was actively building a Yellowstone-like biome. Sorry, I'm rubbing my eyes a little bit. I was building a Yellowstone-like biome, and it used a whole bunch of elements that would be conducive to like a sulfur-like aesthetic. Because Yellowstone is built up of a bunch of different holes into a magma, a caldera. A bunch of nice little hot pools and stuff. And a lot of them are surrounded by different like pockets of sulfur. And I guess that they've decided to add a cave biome that is just the sulfur cave. So, you know, I've used sulfur in Satisfactory. I'm pretty sure I've used sulfur in multiple other games. It's a very fun, useful little material. But let's see what Minecraft is going to do with sulfur in this next update. I'm going to mute that because I'm pretty sure that song can get copyrighted. So this is the new Sulfur Cube. This is a brand new mob that they are bringing in. On the vein of useless mobs, maybe they decided to add something that did something. So it is my understanding that the sulfur mob, the sulfur cube, I don't know if it is unkillable. It's my understanding that like you can just like beat this thing into the dirt. Here, I'm gonna pause because I want to talk about the caves next. So this is the sulfur cube. Or the sulfur slime. I don't really know if it's like the cube or the slime or whatever. I mean, it's technically both. And from my understanding, I will say aesthetically, it's cute. You know, compared to the regular slime, who really just has like green face and green body. I kind of think that the slime is just this slime is kind of a derpy little fucker, excuse me. And I'm not like opposed to having a derpy little fucker like this, and I'm not opposed to having another slime variant, you know. I think having a diversity of creatures in your game is actually a good thing, as long as each of them can do something different or be interesting. I wonder how long it took for them to design it. I'm gonna be real, the longest time probably went towards figuring out what they wanted it to do. So I'm sure that they have multiple ideas for things, they just don't know what they want it to do, in my personal opinion. So this is the new slime, and it is my understanding that it eats a block and it becomes that block, basically. And you can do things with these blocks. It looks like there's multiple different mini games that people can play with them. Like here, we'll just scroll through this. Like, these people are ruthlessly beating a slime block creature that they have hoisted up. And it's just being ruthlessly beaten to death. It looks like they're also beating up these slimes to try and toss it in here with this mini game. I'm assuming they made some mini games here that you could play around with. And then unfortunately, this guy decides to shoot this poor slime, and the slime gets shot into the... Oh, is it going to show it? It gets shot into the ether. Oh, here, let's see if we can go back. Go back just a little bit. It goes from here to here. That's like very sad. It is a monster or a mob or like an unholy creature. It's not like having a dog and like chaining the dog up and like beating the dog to death, which would be very sad. But like, it is kind of sad to look at these poor slimes getting beat around like this. You know, maybe there's like a there's a fun functionality for it, but it is kind of funny. Pecora employee behavior. Don't tell PETA. I won't tell PETA, chat. Don't worry. So this is the new slime, but there's more than just the slime. There's a new cave system, or at least, excuse me, not a cave system, a new cave biome, and that is the sulfur cave. And immediately, the thing that I noticed is there is now 2 new blocks. But it is not just 2 new blocks, it is 2 new block sets. Because whenever they release a new block, typically it comes with a set of other blocks that you can craft that one block into. Okay? So you've got the red block here and then the yellow block. I am going to assume that the yellow block is the sulfur itself. I have no idea what the red is, but like the yellow is definitely going to be the sulfur. So my question is, excuse me, and yes, I'm doing better today. Thank you, TV. My question is, what are these going to be able to be crafted into? You know, because every time we get a new block and a new block variant, there's a set that comes with them. So I'm curious to see what each of these blocks can be crafted into. You know, with the deep slate, with the stone, and with the different diorite variants, you know, we can make a bunch of different kinds of stone like cuts. I am not sure what we're going to get with the sulfur. Sulfur is very soft. No, I have not covered Hasan yet, chat. That is coming later. That will be coming up later. So I'm not really quite sure what we're going to get with the different the blocks here. I am going... Oh, is it Cinnabar? Oh, so it's sulfur and Cinnabar. Okay. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what we're going to get with these blocks. If they're going to make more stone, like, cut variants, like sulfur stone blocks or sulfur cut blocks or whatever the fuck they want to call it, you know, that would be cool. I would be fine with that. I am always for more diversity in blocks, because the more block diversity we have, the cooler and more complicated you can build things. And even though the block diversity in this game is getting just a little bit bloated, I think that if they can do it tastefully, I'm just fine with it. So, you know, we've got sulfur and we've got Cinnabar, but we've also got this new liquid here. It might actually be water. I have absolutely no idea. But basically, one of these blocks is going to make the water bubble. And if you climb into it, apparently there's a new... You can get dizzy, basically, it looks like. Oh, excuse me. Which, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Here, let me jump. Okay, that's basically the end of the video here. I'm going to be completely honest with you. All right? Actually, let me see if I can bring up a picture. Let me pull up a picture so that you can see what I think they're trying to imitate. Listen, if you fall into something like this, you're dead. All right? I imagine this is what they want to emulate. This is a Yellowstone hot spring. All right? You might notice nobody is in it. That's because this water is super duper hot. Like, literally burn your skin off hot. All right? Cook you alive hot, basically. And so I don't know, like I would have imagined that if you climbed into a pool of hot water that's like right next to sulfur, that you might just like burn to death or get burn damage. That would have been interesting. But no, if you jump in this water, it gives you weird status effect, which I guess all right. And again, like, I do think this is kind of what they're basing it off of. If you look here, you've got red and yellow, and I think that's what they're trying to base it off of. You know? So a Yellowstone DLC, kind of. Kind of. Again, I think the cube is silly. Very derpy little fucker. I kind of think he's cute. But I think the cave is the one I'm more interested in because obviously I love the exploring. I love seeing new things. I love building with new blocks when the TISM gets up there. And we'll have to see how it goes. So what do you guys think? A lot of people have been poo-pooing on this. All right. A lot of people have been saying mid-update, gay update. Nobody asked for this. Everybody hates it. Basically, nobody is happy with this update. But what do you guys think? Do you guys enjoy this, or do you think that this is a good idea? If not, friend, why cube shaped? The mob could have been a block. It's fair. There we go. The water that makes you dizzy. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Now, obviously, they could add more. But, like, I don't know. Here's my problem. Chat. I'm kind of getting just... You know what? This is accurate. I'm kind of just, like, tired of Minecraft updating. Okay? Like, I would be fine if Mojang stopped updating. Okay? I would prefer that they just finish, you know, get it on a good note and let the modders do everything that Mojang doesn't do. I'd be fine with that. In fact, I would encourage that. I would actively encourage them to just say, we're done producing updates for the game. Because at this point, every single update is like actively not making the game. Either it's not making the game better or it's harming the reputation. And it feels like they're just trying to chase the high of having a bunch of people play it. And I just... The last time the game had like a resurgence in popularity was when PewDiePie did his Let's Play series. After that, it was just a slow decline back to the bottom. So if you want my personal opinion, Minecraft just needs to chill. And they need to stop updating it. I don't know. That's my personal opinion. And not allow Microsoft make more microtransactions. Yeah, but these updates are free. Minecraft updates are not paid for features. I would never pay for this. Listen. if somebody said, hey, this is like a brand new like $5 DLC, fuck no, I would not pay. Would you pay? Listen, chat. Hold on a moment.
Would you buy that? None of y'all wouldn't buy that. You're not fucking stupid.
You ain't stupid is basically what I'm trying to say. Oh, I'm noticing a little circular tab there, and I didn't notice it before. Hold on a moment. Yep, close that. There we go. I wouldn't buy that. Thankfully, it's not DLC. But on Bedrock Edition, there obviously is DLC. But if these updates cost money, Minecraft would die, and I think you all know that. But no, so I think that they just need to stop updating the game. You know, they can add their little microtransactions, make their little maps on Bedrock Edition. I don't care about Bedrock Edition. I played it very briefly when I was a little bit younger. Don't like Bedrock Edition. Think that Bedrock Edition is vastly inferior. Now, if I saw that Hurtbox mentioned Minecraft 2. Well, and I don't have anything brought up for this. I wish I did. But they are making a Minecraft Dungeons 2. Here, let me see if I can like find the Twitter announcement for it. There it is. Yeah, so there's going to be a second Minecraft Dungeons here, chat. Now, for those that don't know, Minecraft Dungeons is essentially just Diablo, but in Minecraft. All right? That's literally all it is. I can be corrected if I'm wrong. But that's what Dungeons is. The crazy thing about Dungeons... are they actually going to light up the portal in that? Oh, man, that's interesting. The crazy thing about Minecraft Dungeons is they added a bunch of blocks and mobs and like different behaviors that you would never see in the original Minecraft game itself. And I think that pissed off some people because they added a bunch of mobs to dungeons that were just not in the main game. And to this day, I don't think any of them are in the main game. It's actually kind of insane. So, it'll be interesting to see what they add in this. I'm surprised that they just don't add more DLC to the original game itself, but I don't know.
So, okay, so keep in mind, this is MommaOcco's testimony.
Thank you.
And the only thing I know is that she just gave me $20. So obviously I agree with everything she... No,
Call it a hunch. Minecraft devs are constantly doing all these updates to justify their existence to Microsoft while the game industry implodes. The minute they stop is the minute Microsoft decides to axe all the devs.
No, I could definitely see that. And in fact, I would not be surprised if that were the case. Thank you, by the way. I appreciate that. No, but I agree with you that they are trying to justify their existence. Because listen, if you want me to be completely honest with you, and I don't know the exact number of the devs, but it's just like, you've made a game, and now you're trying to keep it online and keep recirculating all that kind of stuff. What do you do other than just push out lame updates that tell Microsoft, hey, we're still working on this game? My question is, at what point does Microsoft say, listen, we're done paying for this? Because I imagine that they're still getting paid and getting updates for, getting paid to do updates for this game. Excuse me. But I can't say that the game isn't like, and by the game, I mean like overall, I guess Minecraft as a franchise. I can't say it's not like worthless, because there's also going to be an amusement park. Here, let me see if I can pull that up too. There's going to be a Minecraft amusement park. Let me see if I can find this. Should be able to. Yes, there it is. Here it is. So they are actually building an amusement park for Minecraft. This is an actual thing that's being done. These are pictures these are concept photos. It's actually kind of cool. Oh, man. Look at that. Look at that, chat. Would you go there? Would you go to this amusement park? These feel like AI generated images. I don't know. No? Dude, look at the gift shop. I love that the gift shop is one of the concept. And by the way, this is the Mojang, Minecraft's actual account, all right? And they had to make sure you knew they were thinking about Minecraft merch. Where will it be? I don't know where this is. Chessington World Here, I'm gonna look this up. Give me another. I'm gonna put this in another tab because I don't know if it would reveal my location. Oh, it's in the UK. Never mind. Oh no. It's a UK park. Oh no. Yeah, this is a UK park. How much does it cost here? Tickets. How much tickets? Standard tickets here. Let's see. That's actually not that expensive. Oh, okay. So a 1-day ticket per person. If you buy it online is 34 euros. I don't know. I imagine that, like, if you want to give or take a little bit, 34 euros is more like $45 American. That's not horrible. They've also got overnight stays as well. And then they've got annual passes for 64 euros. That's not bad. I do wonder if Minecraft Land would be included in that. Who knows? Oh, excuse me. But this, listen, all I'm going to say, I just love that one of the 4 images they showed is the merch. It's just, it shows you where their head is, chat. Minecraft's head was definitely in the right place. How many creeper incidents are going to occur? Oh no, that sounds terrifying. That actually sounds terrifying. I'm gonna be real with you. I like how everybody's just showing off different minecart like roller coaster rides, because you and I both know that Minecraft roller coaster rides is a thing that has to exist. Absolutely has to exist. I feel like this is AI right here. This kind of looks like AI, but like, yeah, I don't know. Can we, is there some other good images here? Oh my God. What the fuck is this? I did not see that before. This is amazing. Mojang Studios. It's awesome. Everybody's just sleeping. I love that. Oh, fuck. Okay, that was good. But yeah. So, on the Minecraftian front, chat. Fuck. That made me cry a little bit. In the land of Java, we're getting a new cave biome and a new mob. We're getting a new Minecraft dungeons. And we're getting an amusement park in Britbong Land. So that's cool. That's pretty cool, I would say. You know, I'm more excited about this than the other two. I will be honest, I never played Minecraft Dungeons. Probably will not play the second one. Because Diablo-style games are not anything I'm really that interested in. And I don't ever see myself going to England unless you kick out all the illegal migrants that are raping all your kids. So, unless you do that, I'm not ever going to visit your amusement park. Can't tell you won't like it unless you visit during the summer. Yeah, I'm just not going to visit until you clean out all of your, clean out the problems in your country. Sorry. You got to clean out your country, and then maybe I'll bring my American money. You know, but that's it's neither here nor there. Speaking of evil, creepy people, chat. Let me get a drink of water here. Hightail looks better. Oh, speaking of Hightail, man, I should have brought up something for that too. I feel bad, but like I also just again I got home from work. Hightail updated recently, chat. Let me. Why when I look up Hightail it shows me Minecraft? What the fuck? That's but diabolical. Okay. Why don't you come help us get rid of them? I can't do that legally. I'll get arrested. But anyway, we'll talk about one more fun thing, and then we got to get. Well, I gotta walk us down. Sadly. So Hightail had its most recent update. I believe it's in a pre-release phase right now. I've not played it, but I have it downloaded. I wanted to look into it. So the biggest highlight from their new update is they've added 500 brand new blocks to the game. This includes things like limestone, slate, chalk, and cooled magma. So we have a lot more building blocks. I'm excited about that. They've added the sci-fi Cyber City collection. So they've added like futuristic sounding stuff as well, including neon signs, light sources, and arcade machines. I'm actually going to have to log in to see that. Oh, excuse me. They've added more trees, so that's good. They've added T-junctions for fences, which is good because they were missing that for a while, and I kind of thought that was dumb. They've added metal block sets available. Oh, they're only available in creative mode right now, sadly. Iron, copper, zinc, and bronze. Nice. They've enhanced world customization, so I might have to make a new world soon. Because they do have the new world gen stuff coming in soon, which is exciting. I've actually seen some pictures of people here. Where is it? It's in here. Here's one. So this guy using the World Gen V2 made this biome, and it's inspired by this place in Turkey. And this looks beautiful. This is everything I want out of Minecraft World Gen. All right, this is the kind of shit I want. Okay. But I'm excited for this update. Sounds really good. Maybe I'll jump back in to play it a little bit when that happens. I'm still kind of iffy on how they're doing the world map system, but like it's not a released thing, so I'm not like. Hold on, let me turn down my fan. It's like something I don't like, but I don't really like. It's not like finished in a finished state, so you know. So you know, I can't get too mad at it. It's one of those things where I can't get too mad at it just because. But yeah, I'm really excited with the new update to Hightail, and of course, you know, Minecraft as well. I'm still trying to find my Minecraft buzz again so that I can enjoy it, because I've been floating from game to game, and Satisfactory is one that I'm trying to have a little bit more of, but is what it is. Merce jump scare. My apologies, chat. I hope you enjoy this PPP jump scare instead. Anyway, I'm gonna give you a bit of a different jump scare. I apologize in advance. Oh, wrong one. That face makes me want to throw up. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it. And you guys, I know you guys are looking away. I apologize. Please don't leave. Ah, fuck. All right. Yeah. All right. So, chat. Chat. Recently, this is good music. Recently, Reddit has floated the idea of digital ID because Reddit wants to combat botting. And, you know, I think that Reddit won't do that. All right? You want to know why I don't think Reddit will do that? Because of this fucker. This absolute fucker. I don't believe that this person, I don't know if this person was on Reddit. But, like, muting. I'm not even going to be playing audio. I'm just going to be talking about it. I don't know if this person was... Let me read this here. Yeah, I don't know if this person was on Roblox or if this person was from Reddit. I believe it was from Reddit. But, this horrible piece of filth... This horrible piece of human garbage was arrested...
VTuber with a Jester / octopus mommy MILF avatar.
Thank you.
As a Washingtonian, this thing is in Tacoma, right? Excuse me, I need to go rent a good wood chipper.
Oh, don't worry.
And a handsaw.
He's
and
in jail.
Redacted for YouTube guidelines.
He's in jail, so don't worry about it. But yeah, this individual... I'm not going to read the Redux article. I don't feel like we need to torture ourselves any more than I'm already torturing you right now. But this individual, again, either they're a Reddit moderator, and the only reason why I say that is because I know Reddit is covering for another tranny, literally covering for another trans individual on Reddit that has harmed children. And I think this is them. Could be wrong. Either way, if it's not them, I'm even more terrified because there's another one. But, doesn't necessarily make it better if there's another one, honestly. I almost threw what? I'm not going to read it. I'm sorry. But yeah, this absolutely disgusting piece of human filth was arrested because he did disgusting things to a child. And, of course, it is trans. And I don't know how they had access to this poor individual child, but they volunteered at a youth homelessness charity. Here, let me bring this up. You know, is it any wonder? Is it any wonder why the Reddit CEO is considering Face ID? You know, I don't like Face ID. I think it is a massive invasion of privacy, and I think that it does nothing but allow people to steal your information and expose it to the internet. But, at least in this instance, it's not for the kids. At least.
Oh my god, she's got milkers!
So when are you gonna cover the American hero Afro Man defeating the crooked cops in his lawsuit?
Thank you for reminding me about that. I feel... Okay, so here's the problem. I know about Afro Man. I don't know the entire story because I wasn't following the case. I believe that Legal Mindset has a video on it, but I feel like instead of trying to do that, I'm just going to pull this up here. We're going to I'm going to elucidate you with my understanding, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. But thank you for the 5, by the way. Okay. Just to close out the last thing, yes, a fucking Reddit tranny Janny, allegedly a tranny Janny, was arrested for doing absolutely awful things to a child. And all I can say is I hope that the inmates don't learn of his crime. Let's talk about Afro Man. Okay, play the song he made. I don't want to get copyright claims. He will definitely copyright claim me if I play his music, even if I like him. Just like what a Japanese person thinks American is. Yes, exactly. So this chat, this is Afro Man. All right. It is my understanding. Here, we'll zoom in a little bit too. It is my understanding with Afro Man, okay, that he is known for his one-hit wonder, I Got High, or So I Got High, or whatever. Okay, that's like what his one of his big songs was. And then one day, it's my understanding that he was falsely accused by somebody of harboring a woman in his house, or like harboring a bunch of drugs, or some kind of thing. Because, and you know, sometimes that does tend to happen with rappers. So, the cops in the area that he lives in, I don't know where specifically it is, decided to execute a search of his house. And in the process of searching his house, they broke his camera system, broke his door, and unironically, they stole a lemon pound cake that his mom had made him. I shit you not. They stole a lemon pound cake that this man was gonna enjoy. Okay? I'm pretty sure that I'm getting that right. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. Was it good? I have absolutely no idea.
Wait, these aren't white.
Thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate that. Also some money. Yeah, that's right. They did steal some of his money as well. So they, not only did they steal, they broke his door, they broke his cameras, they stole his lemon pound cake. What can a man get for losing his lemon pound cake? And then they stole some of his money from him as well. Okay? It's absolutely diabolical.
These aren't whites. They're Italian.
Thank you for becoming a member. Alright, it's absolutely diabolical in my personal opinion. Now, what's a man to do when they do that?
She's got milkers.
Break my cameras? Sure. Break my door? Fine. Steal the lemon pound cake my mama made me? That's going in the book of grudges.
I agree. I heard a rumor that allegedly the guy that stole the pound cake was a fat ass cop too. I don't know how true that is. I don't know how true that is. It might be true. It might also be fake as fuck. I want to believe it though. Now what's a man to do when you steal his cake and break his door and disable his cameras? Well, obviously what this man did is he made a rap song on the entire precinct. And I believe it was called Lemon Pound Cake. He does, in my opinion, the most Giga Chad thing that a man can do as a form of retribution. And he just makes a song about the cops stealing the cake. Now, not only did he make a rap song about them, but every cop that went to his house and participated in this search also got a diss track on them. Okay? Every cop. Because, when you're like fucked over like that and your job is to be a rapper, why not? Why not just diss the idiots that took your pound cake and broke your door? So, chat, what do you think the outcome of that was? Oh my gosh, this is so gay. Not him making the songs. Him making the songs is legendary. But what do you think they did in retaliation? All right? Because the cops retaliated. Oh, fuck. Chat. The cops sued this man. The entire, I think it was the entire precinct. They sued Afro Man for defamation and infliction of emotional distress. All right? The cops that broke into this man's house. I almost said a slur there. Okay? They broke into this man's house, stole his cake, and broke his door. And then they sued him for dissing them. All right? They decided that he should get sued for dissing all of them. And it is my understanding that went all the way up to the Supreme Court before he won. I could be wrong about that. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But they sued him and it went all the way up to the Supreme Court. And I shit you not. In order to get the veracity of his songs, they had to play every single song that he made about these cops in the court. All right? I don't know all of the song titles. I just know one because of how unfortunately tragic it is. Okay? One of the cops he made fun of, that again, broke into his house, was a woman that is a woman.
VTuber with a
jet
octopus mommy MILF avatar.
The cops did the whitest thing possible in response to Afro Man doing what any reasonable rapper does. This is so absurd that it'd be rejected by Hollywood as a horrible, cliche script.
Also, Nazca, thank you for the bit. The predator is ugly on the inside as on the outside. Yes. So, chat. I kind of felt bad for the lady cop, but then I don't because, how they treated this man is utter garbage in my personal opinion. All right? There is a female cop that is a woman. All right? I am like 99% sure she is a natal woman. Okay? However, she has a deep voice. All right? The woman that he made fun of had a really deep voice. Like, she sounded like a man, unfortunately. It's just, there are some women in the world that, unfortunately, they've got the deep voice. And maybe I got her voice. But, the Afro Man decided, for her specifically, oh, this is so diabolical but amazing. Oh, fuck. Because she sounded like a man, his diss on her was literally that he thinks that she is trans, that she fucks all of the women in the city that they live in, and that she unironically has a bigger dick than he does. Hold on a moment. All right, I just saw a caterpillar. Give me one sec. Welcome to the South. There's caterpillars in everybody's house. So, is it fluffy? No, don't worry. It's not fluffy. I know the fluffy ones are dangerous. But the name of this, I don't want to say it because it sounds so diabolical, but the song rap of this woman was literally called Lick 'em Low Lisa. Because her name was Lisa, I believe. And it's literally just a song about how this woman, according to him, is a butch lesbian, but also is trans. And then she just takes all the pussy in the city, in the Adams County. That's what he did to this woman. And as chat brought up, and it is accurate, when this woman had to sit through this song being sung, she literally bawled her eyes out. This man made a cop cry in court because he said that she's got a bigger dick than he does. Gotta listen to this. Hold on. I am not... Let me see if I can pull up his channel. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. Dude, I feel so bad for this woman. I feel so bad. Okay, I feel bad for her, but then I remember she did, like, fuck him over. That's what she looks like. It's 13 minutes! Bro! This song is 13 minutes!
Don't forget that one of the cops testified he doesn't know if Afro-Man's is seeing his wife.
That's right, I forgot. Afro-Man made fun of one of these guys, too, for cheating on his wife as well. Dude. It is a wrap, so, you know, it's whatever. Holy shit. So that's Lisa. And this is literally a song called Lick 'em Low, Lisa. Bro, this is... Oh, fuck. This is diabolical, man. Does he have any of his other songs on here? Okay, I probably... What the fuck? Why is that on YouTube? Dude, this is another diss. This is another diss. So he's got another song called Sean Grooming Grooms. And that's actually one of the names of one of the cops. It's like Sean Grooms. Very unfortunate name. If you have to have a last name, do not allow your last name to be Grooms. Some fat rapper is going to make a song calling you a groomer. This is just... This is amazing. Alright, this is amazing. I just... Go listen to this man's music. After the stream, of course. But, like... Now, unfortunately, chat... While we have gotten this much Kino... Was he actually... Wait! Was the cop actually convicted? You're kidding me! That is insane. If true. All right, I'm going to put a big if true on that. Very big if true. That is absolutely insane. Imagine. All right. Your last name is Grooms. And you're convicted of grooming a child. That is like... There is some kind of deity. I mean, I believe in God, chat. I definitely believe in God, for sure. But that if that is true, there is some fucking deity that is laughing right now. That is crazy. Battle Ram has him singing about how some of the cops are convicted criminals. Okay. Oh, this one? Okay. Fair enough. But yeah, go listen to this man's music, chat. This is great. Anyway, here's the Lemon Pound Cake song from a year ago. And it's literally just about how they broke into his house and stole his lemon pound cake. Man, that is just... That's amazing.
Obviously, Occo is a bad example because it's
All we need now is getting 50 Cent to help Afro Man to make a documentary.
I agree. We need a documentary on Afro Man. Now, unfortunately, chat, it is not all good news. It is my understanding recently that the court has ruled that they have to split attorney's fees and costs. This man went into the court and won. And they want him to split costs with the opposing party. I think that's absolutely disgusting. You know, this man won, in my personal opinion, against the system. Okay? System got a man down, and he won. And hopefully got his lemon cake back. But they want him to pay... They want him to pay part of the fees, even though he won. I read that today. It could change. Hopefully it does, because I don't think he should have to pay for the crime of his door getting knocked down. And I believe all that. I believe what that is just attorney's fees and regular fees or whatever. So yeah, that's the Afro Man story as I know it. I could be again, I could be completely wrong. People can correct me. But I'm going to be completely honest. This is one of those stories that kind of I slept on, and I absolutely love it. It's amazing. Go listen to this man's fucking music, you know. I'm not much into rap music. I did listen to some of these songs. I'm not, just not much of a rapper enjoyer. This is a rare occasion where I'm just like, this man's music is amazing. It's like beautiful. Again, I can't play it because I'm pretty sure it'll get me copyright claimed, but it's good music. Oh goodness, he does make good music. Yeah, I would say so. It's not my music. It's definitely not my music, but you know. Oh man. Some of it gets decent views, you know. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I love it. That's another song. This guy is a cop's name, and he is a flag. I know. I think we all know what he's saying right there. They celebrated with lemon pound cakes handed out by everyone at the courthouse when he came out. That's amazing. That's amazing. I just think that is a total Afro Man victory. All right. Total Afro Man victory, chat. All right. System had a man down, and the man was able to lift himself up. You know, he's been lifted up, and finally he is he will be doing better, in my personal opinion. Hopefully he does, because that is just amazing. That is just amazing. Let me close a couple of tabs here. Don't care about that one. I still want to play that. Okay. So we're going to play one more thing. And then we're going to get into the Hasan stuff, because I feel like that would be fun. I got one more thing to play, or one more fun thing to share with you guys. And then we're going to move into the Hasan stuff, because I got a lot of Hasan stuff that I want to show off tonight. I was thinking that Hasan was going to be most of the night, but I'm glad that I get to share some of this stuff with you, because it's all very fun. All very funny. Give me 1 second. Well, excuse me. Two little things. First little thing, chat. Did you hear that India's birth rate, fertility rate has dropped from 3.5 to 1.9? So in the last 20 years, India's birth rate has dropped from 3.5 to 1.9. And if you guys don't know, if your birth rate is below 2.1, you are below the replacement level for your country. So they have just barely dipped under the acceptable levels for replacement. Now, I feel like it's funny. I think a lot of people can poke fun and make fun of India for this. I'm sure that, like, we aren't that much better. I really don't know what the US's is. I just figured I would share this, that as of 2021, and maybe it's fixed itself, who knows, but as of at least 5 years ago, their birth rate went from a healthy 3.5 to 4 all the way down to a 1.9. So in some areas here, you can see it is still technically better. There's some areas with 2s, 1.8s, 1.7s. There's some that are above 2s. But, you know, it's fallen deeply. And in this upper area here, it's horrible. So that's kind of sad for them, I guess you could say. Maybe India will not, like, I don't know. I don't know what India needs to fix. I'm going to be completely honest with you. And maybe some people don't want it to be fixed. I have no idea. I'm not going to throw my opinion out on that for sure. But yeah, India's just kind of, oh no, India's birth rate is falling. Also, one other thing. This is technically almost 2 weeks old, but I've wanted to bring this up for a long time, because I've wanted to, and I feel like it would be fun. Chat, and this is something that, again, goes back to me and my autism. I am a very big fan of coding. I am not a big fan of vibe coding, because vibe coding is literally just telling an AI what you want and then spot checking it. Hopefully, not everybody spot checks it. Okay. So for those that use Amazon. In fact, I will ask you guys to press 1 if you have used Amazon. Now, by use Amazon, I mean their app store, their video, or we'll just say if you use a web service that uses AWS, because AWS counts in that. And say if you've used it recently, like within the last month or so. And I'm gonna give you guys a bit of a story here. So Amazon and a bunch of other companies have been struggling recently with their code not working very well. I know that Microsoft itself has been really struggling with the operating system with Windows, and so a lot of people have been wondering why. Now, I know for a fact, well, I don't know Candace Owens, but I do know. I do believe that the reason why so many of these companies are having issues is because they're literally just letting the AI do it for them. And they're not spell checking the AI, basically. And we found out recently that through this, I don't know why Polymarket is telling the news, but they are. Polymarket reported that Amazon has had to hold mandatory meetings about vibe coding. All right. I think I've talked about this before, but there was literally an instance in Amazon where an AI system looked at what previous devs had made, and the AI thought that the AI thought that the human code was inferior. Okay? And it deleted the human code. It just decided that the human was inferior and just removed the human code. Without asking. It just removed it completely. So, that happened. So if you've experienced issues with Amazon recently, chances are it was because of vibe coding. Now, the only reason why I wanted to bring this up is it does bring up a funny clip, and I'm not going to play this clip because I'll probably get claimed as well. But it is really funny that this TV show, I can't remember its name off the top of my head, that is all about programming in Silicon Valley. They had a bit where this guy literally makes an AI, and all the AI does is delete all of the bugs, but the bugs include literally all of the all of the human code as well. And so his bot deleted literally everything, and it's just like, what the fuck? Why is it? Oh, is it actually just called Silicon Valley? Oh, fair enough. Why is it that TV shows are able to predict what happens like this? It's amazing. It's just like, how the fuck is this like so? How is it this look? I don't know. I just thought it was funny, you know. Chat, beware. A lot of the websites that exist today might be written with vibe code. Windows is being written with vibe code, and it might break your computer. Hopefully it doesn't. I hope it doesn't break mine. You know, all my updates go through temp, but yeah, this is bad. This is bad in my personal opinion, that vibe coding has literally taken over the world. And I do think, thankfully, all right, companies are recognizing that if they just let the AI go free, it's going to fuck them over. And so they, like this says here, Amazon is holding meetings to combat this, which is good. You know, it only took them 6 months. Listen, they have to start losing money before they realize that there's a problem. All right. They didn't realize there was a problem until it literally started killing the website, you know? So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, chat. Oh, excuse me. Anyway. Let's jump to Hasan Piker. I was gonna briefly retread some of the stuff with him that I didn't get to cover yesterday, just without the Cuba stuff, but we're just gonna jump to the Cuba stuff now because it's late enough in the night. So, chat. I don't know if you know this, but Hasan Piker, Greta Thunberg, and some asshat named Kneecap decided to go to Cuba with food, medicine, and solar equipment. Allegedly. And I say allegedly because I don't know if they actually brought all that stuff with them. Now, there was a brief clip on the Hasan Piker subreddit. Ooh, very gross, I know. With him talking about his trip to Cuba. So we're going to listen to what he has to say about the coming up trip, or the trip that he's currently on. Oh, hold on. Let me unmute. Forgot that they have it by default on mute.
By this time tomorrow, I will be live in Cuba. I will be...
Spoiler alert, the live in Cuba bit is... Put a little asterisk right there. The live in Cuba asterisk. You know what? Before we continue, chat. Let's see. Where is it? There it is. Okay, chat. This is actually something that's kind of serious. All right, and I feel like this is something that should be taken seriously. As of right now, Cuba is in a nationwide power outage. All right. Right now, they are in a pretty massive power blackout, and I guess this is the second one that they've had in a week. Now, it is my understanding when it comes to Cuba, and I am a dirty American that knows nothing about the world, according to some people, that Cuba is another dictatorship, or at least the guy in charge is another dictatorship. And he kind of benefited from some of the shit that America is choosing to take out right now. It was my understanding that he kind of benefited from the Maduro regime, and he might have benefited from the Iran stuff. I could be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And so with all of that stuff gone, and with pressure from the US to do something in Cuba, shit is getting real, basically, is what I'm hearing. And so right now, with some tight nature from the US government, they are struggling, basically. Is basically my understanding. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm willing to be wrong, because this is one of the things I'm not very understanding in. But basically, because of America, they are kind of struggling right now. But it's a different kind of struggle, basically. So let's go back and listen to what Hasan has to say. Having listened to Lickum Lalisa, it's diabolical. I bet it is.
Doing a regular broadcast in Cuba as well. For those of you who are asking, I am joining the flotilla, the aid mission to Cuba, alongside numerous other politicians, artists, activists, advocates, journalists.
I just got to say, a lot of the people that he is mentioning that are going over there, unfortunately, for him, all right? Unfortunately for him, if they went missing in Cuba, I think it would be very hard to find, unfortunately.
On a humanitarian aid mission, I'm going to Cuba to, one, bring awareness to the plight of the Cuban population as a direct consequence of American intervention on the island nation for the last couple of decades. And I'm also going to deliver, alongside many others, humanitarian aid to the Cuban population, including but not limited to solar panels. $400,000 worth of solar panels have been bought by the Answer Coalition and Code Pink. We are going to get to the island and interview a bunch of people. I'm going to be doing my regular news coverage when I'm out there. I have established a place where I'll hopefully be able to have...
The place, by the way, I've been told is a 5-star hotel that currently has electricity.
internet access and energy, even though the grid is on shaky grounds.
I do like that he admits that he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna get all these amenities, even though everybody else in the country is gonna be struggle hustling.
Well, you know, the situation is very fluid down there, but you know, I'm
gonna go down there. I'm gonna stay in 5-star hotel. I'm gonna get electricity. I'm gonna get internet. But all these other people, all right, they're gonna be struggling without power.
So, okay, so keep in mind, this is MommaOcco's testimony, and the only thing I know is that she just gave me $20. So obviously I agree with everything she's
Thank you.
I wonder if Hasan will be stuck in the long lines at the TSA when he tries to come back from Cuba. You're correct on the Venezuela, Iran stuff. TBH, Cuba was falling apart before we yoinked Maduro. Also, Code Pink is a China psyop.
I did not know that about Code Pink. I just heard about the name. Very funny thing if true. If Code Pink is like a Chinese psyop, that's very interesting. That's very, very interesting. Here, we're not going to listen to the rest of this. I'm going to be honest. I don't need to listen to Hasan tell me that he's going to Cuba much more. All you need to know is he's going to Cuba with, I guess now that I'm being told, a Chinese psyop. And his goal is to show how America has screwed over another country. All right? That's his goal. All right, cool. All right, sounds fine. That cool, I guess, you know. Now, alongside this, and we're not going to watch this because I can't stand very much of him. But Steven Crowder decided Steven Crowder at the same time decided to counter signal Hasan Piker by having real Cubans on his show to explain why they think you shouldn't be supporting the communist regime. I guess the understanding was that Hasan was going over there to basically support the regime that's currently in power right now, and try and convince people that America sucks for what they're doing to the communist regime. 400K is only like 1,000 to 3,000 solar panels. How is that going to power more than like a city block at most? That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, it's nice that he brought that many solar panels, but, like, I see what you mean there. I don't know. But, yeah. Excuse me. Give me a moment. So, yeah. Hasan gets to the city. Or one of the cities. And he takes this very, very nice artwork of... Fucking hate this, man. I hate this art, man. This art makes me actually angry right now. The amount of damage that Hasan Piker has done to One Piece is just like, it upsets me. All right, it very much so upsets me. So Hasan gets to Cuba. I believe he got there yesterday or day before. And he starts live streaming. Now, chat, it is my understanding that his live streams are inside his hotel room. I could be wrong. Please tell me if I'm wrong. But his live streams are inside a hotel room. Not out in the street with other people. His live streams are in a hotel room. So, let's see his hotel Wi-Fi.
Would not surprise me if that art piece was made by AI. Hasan is that kind of scumbag.
I mean, I don't care if it was made by AI, but, like, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I don't really care, you know. Anyway, let's watch Hasan try to stream from his 5-star hotel. Oh. I should say, chat, this is just his video quality. All right? This is being shared in 720, all right? This is his video quality. Let's watch this here.
Every Friday, you already know what we do out here.
It's Friday then.
Rain or shine,
It's
baby.
Saturday,
Even
Sunday,
if
what?
we are in.
It's Friday then.
All right, let's turn that down.
Even if freaking.
Yo, look at that internet! Bro! Thank you for the raid! Oh my gosh. Thank you, Spider Bro, for the raid. Oh, that was beautiful.
God, she's got milkers.
That
Holy
art reminds
shit.
me of old pro-imperialist artwork.
Yeah, no, I agree. So chat, that's the kind of like quality we're working with right here. This is the kind of quality. Look at him go. Look at him go. We're going to turn off the audio. Look at the stream quality. Yo. That is amazing. You can't see it, but I think like he's trying to dance. But you can't see him. Literally, you can't see him, even if I wasn't covering him. Look at this quality, man. Now, chat. Is it in the next one? Okay. Now, chat. You might ask yourself, why is his internet so bad? Well, I really don't know. I'm going to be completely honest with you. He'll tell you that he's not using Starlink because Elon Musk is evil. In fact, he even said on his live stream on the 19th that he will not be using Starlink. Let's listen to him talk about that.
Numerous other politicians, artists, activists, advocates, journalists on a humanitarian aid mission. I'm going to Cuba to, one, bring awareness to the plight of the Cuban population as a direct consequence of American intervention on the island nation for the last couple of decades. And I'm also going to deliver, alongside many others, humanitarian aid to the Cuban population, including but not limited to solar panels. $400,000 worth of solar panels have been...
Hold on. I hope that this says that he's not going to use Starlink, because he claims in his stream that he is not going to be using Starlink because he hates Elon Musk. Please tell me he is not. He says that in this stream. I'm going to be upset that I found this clip.
Bought by the Answer Coalition and Code Pink. We are going to get to the island
From
and
MommaOcco.
Hasan would definitely be a celestial dragon, not a revolutionary.
No, for sure.
A bunch of people. I'm going to be doing my regular news coverage when I'm out there. I have established a place where I'll hopefully be able to have.
This is really
internet
just more of the
access and
yesterday.
energy, even though the grid is on shaky grounds.
Why is it on? Okay. Why is it on shaky ground, Hasan? Why is the government? Why is it all shaky right now? Can you please explain, like, if the government has something to do with that?
Well, you know, the situation is very fluid down there, but you know, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to go to.
He does not sound very excited.
Cuba and see.
Chat, does this look like a man that's really excited to go? Listen. Service is not always easy. All right. I will be the first to admit, as a guy who served for 2 years as a missionary, service is not always easy. You know, sometimes you get up in the morning, you realize you have to go dig a hole for somebody that you know from church, and it's just like, I don't want to go do that. All right. I would rather just preach the gospel. But you know what? Sometimes you have to go do it. Does he look like he's really happy to go preach humanitarian in a country that is struggling with electricity, struggling with internet, and struggling with raging communism? Do you think he's really excited about that? I don't think he's very excited about that.
To see the Cuban folks, which is a beacon of hope and resilience. Yeah, that's all.
He hates being around poor people. Fair.
Are you using Starlink? No, I will not.
Okay, there it is. So he's like, are you using Starlink? No.
I'll be using Starlink.
No Starlink. According to him, no Starlink. I mean, maybe he's not using Starlink. I don't know. Who knows? He claims he's not using Starlink. Wrong clip. So, you know, I will say, before we move on, some people have told me he has to be using Starlink. Like, there is no question he has to be using Starlink because they have shut down the internet over there, basically. So some people think that he's lying and that he is using Starlink. Even though you can't, like, buy Starlink over there, you can still technically take a satellite over there with you and use Starlink over there. So I believe somebody commented on that. I don't know if I have a link on that with me. There's a lot of stuff I didn't get to grab for this. I apologize. But a lot of people think that he's lying and he is actually using Starlink. It's not a hypocrite. Say it isn't so. For sure. I don't really care if he's using Starlink or not, other than just the fact that that would make him a hypocrite. Let's listen to him complain about the internet quality.
Reinforcing his long-running theme that
Bro, this is amazing. I have no idea what's up. Listen. I know that this is a Hasan stream. I don't see Hasan right now. This is amazing. Absolutely fantastic. I can enjoy a Hasan stream without Hasan. Isn't that awesome? I don't have Hasan. I can barely see his chat. And I have absolutely no idea what slop he's put in my face. This is perfect. Oh, excuse me. This is an amazing Hasan stream. All right. 10 out of 10. All right. I would never give this man money. But maybe I'd throw him a couple bits for showing a stream that doesn't have him in it.
America carries too much of the burden.
Oh, shit. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. He's back.
Tipped $5. Thank you.
Thank you.
China Uncensored has been talking about how communist regimes in their example, China, take all their prominent tourists on guided tours where everyone is an actor, into Xinjiang region for example.
That's interesting. I'm excuse me. My apologies. Maybe I should do a I should do some research, and I mean I want to research a lot of things. I'm going to be honest, chat. I don't think I have time to research that much as I would like to, but that's interesting. That's really interesting. Anyway, fuck. He's back on screen. I have to see him. You guys don't. I'll shield you. So what does he have to say about the internet?
And then 3, there is a domestic aspect to it as well. He wants voters here in the United States.
You know what? I think, unfortunately, I have to show him off. Hold on. It's the only way that you guys can understand what I'm laughing at, what I'm about to laugh at here. So I'm going to move him. All right? I want you to observe him. Observe the chat. Oh, excuse me. I don't know why I've got so much coughing tonight. All right? I want you to observe the chat. All right? There's some Fs that are starting to show up. And they're showing up because quite literally a moment ago, this is what you were seeing. Okay? So Fs are starting to show up. And in fact, you even got somebody saying blacklist the letter F. Watch how upset he gets. Just watch him.
Burden within NATO. And then 3, there is a domestic aspect to it as well. He wants voters.
He looks tilted. He looks so fucking tilted right now because he knows that his chat is going to complain about the internet and there's nothing he's going to do about it. Now, chat, I will say, I understand the struggle, Mr. Hasan Piker. I get it. I've had shitty internet before. All right. In my last housing situation, there was literally 3 months of my life where the internet just decided to randomly not work. Just didn't work. It randomly disconnected. I had to call out the internet people multiple different times. All right. And I know that Ava even had trouble with her internet as well. So you know what? I get it. It gets annoying. Trust me. After the 3rd month of having to deal with random disconnections, I really was pissed. Here's the problem, though. Hasan is on a humanitarian aid mission in a country that has shitty internet. That's established. That's a known fact. And this is literally day fucking 1. All right? This is day 1 of Hasan in another country with bad internet. All right? I understand that you can get a little pissy when the internet dies on you once or twice. But Hasan should know and understand that this is what he should be expecting. Just look. Let's just watch how tilted he gets.
Here in the United States, to hear the message that...
Because, like, I'm observing his body language, all right? And I am not a body language expert. I'm not PPP. Okay? But this man is, like, so unruly. He's, like, moving around. He's, like, shifting in his chair. He's, like, literally being autistic in his chair. Because he's watching his audience and the energy that's building up in him. Again, I'm not a specialist in any way, shape, or form. This is just my observation. He literally looks like he wants to jump out of his skin and scream at his chat because his chat is complaining about the poor internet quality. All right.
America is doing too much.
He's tilted. He's tilted. His internet sucks. He's molding. Exactly. He's molding.
Why should we be defending them?
Can you guys at least hear when the lower the bitrate, you himbo? I did. Chatter.
He's so annoyed. Oh, he's so annoyed. He's gonna rage. Yes, I've not seen this clip, so I have no idea how upset he gets. But he is so pissed off. He's even got a chatter saying, "I don't know if this is gonna work." This is amazing. He is so tilted. He's upset, chat. He's upset. He's gonna rage out because his chat is just... Oh, fuck.
I don't know if you know this. I'm in fucking Cuba.
Holy shit. He's just like, listen, fucktard. Don't you know I'm in a communist shithole right now? My internet fucking sucks. So stop complaining about it. I love this. This is like peak rich bitch mentality. It's just like, man, you should know what you were getting into when you signed up to go with the Chinese nationalists over to Cuba. You should have known, all right? You should have known that this is what you were gonna get. I'm just saying, all right? The fact that he's getting this mad at his chat tells me that he has completely lost the plot. It is amazing.
Okay. Are you aware of that? Like,
are you aware, chat? There's one cousin. Are you aware that my internet is literally shit and I can't do a thing about it? This is just... Even got people in his chat saying, chat, enjoy the free LSD. That's kind of funny, actually. I'm not gonna lie. This is amazing.
Like, dude, I'm basically fucking running an operation that's put together.
Oh, I'm running an operation. I don't want to pause too much, but this is amazing.
With like strings, okay?
He's running on strings. His internet sucks. It's being held together by spider's thread.
As long as you can still hear the audio, even if the video cuts out, like, you know, it's gonna be a little fucking, it's gonna be shitty.
No
Okay?
shit, man. I'm
because
surprised that it's sustained for this long. It's amazing.
it's in and out, dude. What do you want me to do?
Oh.
What do you want me to do? I'm literally in a country that hasn't had fucking oil shipping. I'm in a country right now, an island nation that has not had...
You know, it's good to know, Hasan. I didn't know where you were. You might have been in Cuba, Florida, you know, as opposed to Cuba, the country.
...had a single barrel of oil come on its shores for the past 3 months, and you guys are like, meh. Yeah, everything falls apart at times, okay? You live in the United States of America in the lap of luxury, and your internet cuts out. Like, what the fuck what are you talking about? Not even a comparison.
As you say,
he deserves his audience so much. Him and his audience deserve each other so much. It's amazing. I absolutely love that so much. All right, we're not going to listen to this because I'm not really interested in listening. Well, actually, you know what? This is only... Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Let me move my camera back. Oop. Okay. So, while Hasan is sitting in his 5-star hotel, talking about how horrible America is for denying a communist regime resources. My apologies. I promise I'm not dying. Crowder is actually talking to real Cubans, Cuban Americans. And they're talking about how Hasan Piker is actually damaging the damaging things.
C_V_.
Thank you for the tip.
16 tip $10.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. Any idea if Dragon's Treasure carries ginger tea? I'd like to try some to find out if it's any good.
I'll be honest, I have no idea if he carries ginger tea. I'm gonna be real with you. I have absolutely no idea. You'd have to look on his website. I don't think we're gonna play this clip. It's coming from a full, like, hour-long interview, you know? But basically, what the real story in Cuba is it doesn't really suck that America's taking away their resources, or like holding off resources from another communist regime that was taken out. Yeah, it does kind of suck. But like this is part of a symptom of a bigger issue, from my understanding. Again, I could be completely wrong about this. All right, I am fine being wrong about this. But it is my understanding that part of the problem is this is a symptom of a bigger issue where they are dealing with actual communism, okay? And people like Hasan are going to butter it up to make it look less bad than it actually is basically the understanding. And they are trying to make it about, oh, America's the problem, chat, don't you know? When that's not true. The problems that are going on in Cuba are a symptom of a bigger issue, basically. Oh, thank you, Brave, for dying on YouTube Studio again. YouTube needs to fix the RAM issue. It's gone so fucking bad. Anyway, we're not going to listen to this, but I do agree with that. Now, we're not going to play this either. But Hasan talks about just how much fun he's having in Cuba, how beautiful the land is, how amazing the land is. Excuse me. And just how much of a fun time he's having, which is very interesting. Now, somebody that I would never really expect to pull the comments from, Destiny, who last I checked is in his own lawsuit, but Destiny has had some interesting comments about Hasan, more than just this one. Facebook's also gone pretty bad. Well, Facebook is only really bad in your area of the world. If you live in some countries, Facebook is actually one of the few places where the internet is actually accessed, like the Philippines. The Philippines is one of the few places where Facebook is actually useful. Sadly, because of that, they have special deals and shit. Anyway, so Destiny has done a couple of call-out tweets on Hasan. From tweets like this, where he is calling out how Hasan has been streaming in an air-conditioned room with his very expensive suits and has reliable power. Now, again, I will remind you, chat, Cuba is in another outage right now. Okay? They are in another massive outage where power is difficult to get to them. Yet, where is it? Hasan, I don't know if he's currently live. He probably isn't. But Hasan will probably go live tomorrow in an air-conditioned, powered room. In fact, it's one of these links over here. Yeah. There is a hotel. I don't know if this is the hotel that he's staying in, Hasan. But allegedly, this could be wrong. Allegedly, the dictator of Cuba is staying in a powered hotel with full electricity. Norm clip? Yeah, I can play that. And this is kind of a good feel for this.
Now, this might strike some viewers as harsh,
Gives me
but I believe everyone involved in this story should die.
Yes. Okay. So, yeah, Hasan is just visiting. I would agree. Especially considering that Destiny also came out with this clip as well. So this is a clip where Destiny found out, we're going to listen to this clip, but according to this tweet, Destiny has found out that Hasan was in talks with the Cuban government almost a year ago. So let's listen to this.
I want to go to Cuba. Would you be down?
I fucking love Cuba.
Oh yeah, you'd be down?
Yeah, I filmed a documentary there once.
The Cuban government actually hit my contact from the embassy and told him.
Bro! No way! He just has a contact from the Cuban government that hit him up. Bro!
That if the only thing stopping us from coming to Cuba was the consistent internet access, we can make it happen.
Yeah, Cuba is...
Oh my god, bro. How is this guy? Dude, somebody clean up my U.S. politics. This motherfucker is getting help from the government of China, from the government of Cuba to go and do propaganda trips? What the fuck? Hello?
I hate Destiny just as much as I hate Hasan Piker, but I agree with Destiny. It's just like, what the fuck?
Hello? Nobody writes about this. Nobody on the left media, none of the gay people or the thirsty as fuck women care to ask a single question about any of or man, I'm sorry. I didn't read the Vanity Fair article that was talking about his big biceps. Maybe they do have some critical reporting in there. Nobody gives a fuck.
Sick.
Wait,
like the government reached out to you.
So yeah, of course. It's well, not reached out to me. There's there's a middleman there.
Okay.
He's actually confirming, yes, I have a contact with the government. Holy shit. Oh man, I'm gonna send this. I know somebody that will like this. I'm gonna send this. Here. This is insane.
Because I had a doctor from Cuba. Cuba does this thing called medical missions, and they've been doing it since I believe like the 70s, and it's incredibly successful. They have a massive, very
when was this video posted? 11 months ago.
Robust, have been sending their doctors out as medical missions, and also generating revenue for the country this way as well. They send the doctors out.
This is especially important for the relationship with Venezuela, I believed.
I'm not going to handle that responsibility.
No, March can do both. He's got it all.
I'll go to Cuba. We've been talking about a couple trips, chat. Cuba and also China.
It's just there's limited amount of space.
And oh my god. I can't believe this. That is absolutely wild. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm being over dramatic, but I am just in disbelief here. This is insane. So he has admitted 11 months ago that he has contacts with the Cuban government. Again, the same Cuban government that is a communist dictatorship that he is going to go rep because evil America is cutting off their oil, and he is going to go and defend them. This is insane, man. Again, I hate Destiny. I hate fucking Destiny so much. Both the video game and the content creator. You know, just want to make that clear. Okay? Want to make that clear. Send it to Illumi. Okay. I'll send it to Illumi. I sent it to Leaflet. This is insane. Broken clock, very true. Let's finish this.
Did he even, did he promote, like, the people organizing this or any? He must have on his stream, and I just don't get linked it, because why would anybody link me that? Like, you'd think he would try to get his audience to donate or something for the mission or something, right? Like, what? Or I don't know. Dude, I don't know these people. The whole, it's so weird.
Chat, all I'm going to say is eventually government ties get exposed. All right. We already found out that there's a bunch of people that got paid by the Russians, you know, a bunch of conservatives that got paid by the Russians through other individuals that were supposed to be conservative. We all also found out about a whole bunch of leftists getting paid by a whole bunch of leftists as well. I feel like eventually we're going to figure out that Hasan Piker was secretly being paid for by Chinese governments or other communist governments to be a propaganda arm for them. Okay? It will happen eventually. Eventually, we are just going to get the Hasan Piker files. Maybe after he's arrested for being a terrorist against America. Maybe. But you never know. You never know. Also, by Lumi, I'm talking about a friend of mine. She used to co-host a podcast with me, which you should go subscribe to if you haven't already, because Under the Tea is a great podcast. But yeah, I guess Hasan was just in contact with the Cuban government. Maybe he helped all the people that went to that place get an in. That's absolutely crazy.
I was saying, tourism is the lifeline for the Cuban economy.
Why can't I pause this? Why can't I pause this? Shut up, Hasan. There we go. Okay. So, chat. Don't read the community note. Don't read the community note. I need to explain this. So, Hasan, when he came to Cuba, decided to stay in a 5-star hotel. Okay? And people started criticizing him for that. And this is his response for staying in a 5-star hotel when he's doing a humanitarian mission. Okay? A humanitarian mission to assist the individuals of Cuba. All right? Now, if you want my personal opinion, if you want to assist the individuals of the country, staying in a 5-star hotel seems just a little bit iffy. A little bit, in my personal opinion. I mean, like, you got to stay in a safe place, but in my personal opinion, 5-star hotel sounds like a little bit much. But this is his response.
I was saying, tourism is the lifeline for the Cuban economy as it stands currently. The government has very limited resources, and the American government makes it illegal for Americans to stay wherever they want when they're in Cuba. They have to stay
Okay, so his excuse is he has to stay in a 5-star hotel. Okay, well, let's continue listening.
What they've declared as 5-star hotels, right? I'm telling you all this because, like, even the 5-star hotels are not like, you know, it's not like, it's what the American government has declared 5-star hotels. But regardless, in comparison to the situation on the island, it's prosperity pretty much. And experiencing that dichotomy has, like, definitely fucked me up. Definitely. Like, if I were to ever, I mean, not ever, but, like, I hope to come back. And when I do, I'll probably not abide by the American restrictions.
Huh, she's just gonna break the law. Okay, understood. Doesn't Cuba literally restrict foreign nationals from staying in government-run, owned, used hotels and hostels? This hotel is absolutely Hasan's choice. Yeah, I feel like it might have been. I don't know. But let's read the community note, because the community note, I feel like is better. We'll explain it better. Community note says U.S. sanctions. U.S. sanctions on Cuba restrict U.S. citizens from lodging in accommodations owned by the Cuban government or connected figures. There is no limit on the quality. So I imagine that, like, no, yeah, it is literally saying that he can stay in whatever fucking hotel he wants. Okay. In fact, this is the U.S. government list. Cuba prohibited accommodations. Okay, so these are places that we're not allowed to stay in, I guess. Is the prohibited accommodations, which Cuban assets controls regulations generally prohibit persons subject to U.S. jurisdiction. Yeah, so these are places that Americans can't stay in. We're not going to go through all of them. That is a lot of, like, just addresses. And even though they're public, I'm not interested in going through all of them. But basically, Hasan lied. If you want the short and sweet of it, Hasan lied, and he doesn't have to stay in a 5-star hotel. All right, he can choose to stay in a 4-star hotel as long as it's not owned by a Cuban national. Now, I'm going to be completely to give him just a little bit of leeway. You know, maybe there isn't a hotel that's not owned by a government figure that he could stay in that's lower than 5 stars. Who knows? Who knows? But I don't believe that. I believe that he has options and he's just refusing to take them.
If, when we find out Hasan Piker is paid by Cuba or China, that won't surprising. But if Sand Dune Jersey pays him, I will laugh nonstop for weeks.
Yeah. No, I will too. I will too. 100%. So yeah, he has options. All right. He just refuses to take them for whatever reason. Now, here's another clip that I want to play that I think is really funny. This says that he is forced to recognize the downsides of communism while in Cuba.
Literally trying to get this up and running for like the past couple of hours. Okay? Most of the interviews will be off the stream because it's like very difficult to... One, it's very difficult to get around. Not as bad as like you would think, but it's still obviously a bit of a pain to get around. And also on top of that, you know, there's severe limitations here. The energy grid is currently stable. Luck literally trying.
So he that's interesting. So he's complaining that it took him multiple hours to get his internet working in a communist regime that he himself chose to fly down to. You know, I get, and maybe I'm wrong on this, but maybe I am. But like, doesn't he have a phone with like internet on it? Does it not work? If it doesn't work down there, fair. But like, I just like how he has to admit that it took him forever to get his internet set up so that he could do this. And he's saying that all of these interviews. Now, chat, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Unless he shows these videos of these interviews he's doing, I don't believe he's actually doing interviews. I want to see interviews of him interviewing real Cubans. Otherwise, he's not actually doing it. All right? Literally, if he's not showing these interviews, it's not actually happening. Period. The bad internet is censoring Hasan. Yes. I'm starting to think that maybe, just maybe, possibly this communism thing might not be the golden utopia Mr. Piker suggested it is. Probably not. Probably not, sadly. Now, anyway, as I've said, they are in their second nationwide power grid outage in a week. I almost said second one in a second week, but they are in their second one. And multiple people have been talking about it. This guy had a funny comment. This is translated from Spanish. I don't know if they're from Cuba. I believe they might be. Where they're saying the entire power grid is just collapsed. All the European and American left-wing militants who had gone on a trip to Cuba are trapped on the island. So chat. We might literally have a situation where Hasan Piker is stuck in Cuba. All right? We might literally never see Hasan Piker again. Ever. He might just be stuck there. Let the hunt begin. No! Chat, no! We might literally have a situation where until the power comes back on, until he can get back on a plane, Hasan might just be stuck in Cuba. We'll have to wait and see. Well, we will have to wait and see. I haven't heard anything recently. Like, that's the latest update I got on him. Okay? So, I am not sure, like, what his situation is. But he might be stuck in Cuba for a while. We can cross our fingers, I guess. We might have, I don't know. Here's a good, you know what, I'm going to show this. This wasn't planned. You know, while Hasan is in his lavish 5-star hotel, allegedly, Ethan Klein is commenting on how Hasan is sacrificing in his hotel.
Maybe it's the ultra cringe hat, shirt and glasses making it stand out more, but Hasan really needs to shave. It makes him look homeless.
It kind of does. It kind of does. You know, I kind of agree with you. Very brutal and mean, but I kind of agree with you. But no, this is just showing a duality where the hotel that Hasan is staying in, fully powered. Maybe with shitty internet. But the flip side, this is what the Cubans are facing. Complete darkness. Absolute complete darkness. Sorry for the merch scare again. Oh, actually, look, here, I've got something even better for you all, chat. Here is a video of the hotel itself. Here, can we get a good zoom in? Okay, we're going to turn that down. So this person... So what we're viewing right now is the hotel that Hasan Piker and Code Pink individuals are staying in, allegedly. And I'm saying that just because we don't know for sure. But this is what they're allegedly staying in. Man, that looks so nice. That looks really nice, chat. This is a very nice looking hotel. What do you think, chat? Do you think this is a 5-star hotel? Kind of feel like we're on the LA Strip right now. I was about to correct myself because LA kind of looks like Skid Row all over the place, but you know what? You step inside a restaurant and it doesn't look so much like Skid Row. You basically have to step outside in order for that to happen. Bro, this is totally not a 5-star hotel. Huh. Yeah, exactly. I don't know, chat. Now, I could be getting punked. This could be fake. This could be not actually the case. But if it is, if that is actually the hotel he is staying in, that is diabolical and that's insane in my personal opinion. That is fucking insane. I don't know. I just find that crazy. So yeah, that's what's been going on with Hasan. that's what's been going on with him. And, yeah. Oh, do you guys want to see a video of what Cuba looks like right now? Here, let's get a good view. Like, you've seen the inside of his hotel. Let's see what it looks like outside of his hotel. So this is in Cuba right now. Chat, this is your communism in Cuba at work. This is communism, chat. Do you feel excited for it? I'm going to be honest, I really don't want to watch anymore. This is just actually kind of making me sad. I'm going to be completely honest with you. That is kind of sad to look at. I am sorry. Looks like New York. It's kind of mean, chat. Oh, goodness. But yeah, that's what's going on with Hasan. Used to look way better. I believe it. I believe that. It's really sad, man. And guess what? Hasan's going to say that's all Donald Trump's fault. Hasan is going to say that Trump is the reason why it all looks like shit there. That is absolutely amazing. Oh, that's funny. You want to see a video of Greta Thunberg screaming right now? Here, listen. Greta Thunberg is in Cuba right now. Look. Do you want to see this young woman? This young... I forgot just how terrifying she was. This is terrifying. This is Greta Thunberg, chat. Look at her. I am not going to unmute. I don't want to hear what she has to say. Look at this. This woman is driving around preaching to people in Cuba. With her cell phone. Look at her. She's got her cell phone out. Look at that. Oh, man. It's the goblin. Indeed is the goblin. Chat, I remember when this fucking gremlin, all right? Is that Cuba? I believe it is Cuba, yeah. I remember when this goblin got up in front of the entire world and got upset about fucking the climate and how the world was falling apart, and she's upset. And what did that fucking do for anybody? Absolutely nothing. All right? I fucking hate people like this. All right? I hate them. Because all they do is they claim that they love the world. Would. Excuse me? I know she's an adult, but what? I don't know. I just hate people like this. People like her are horrible. All right? Because all they do is they're grifters. Because you know that they're getting paid to do this kind of shit. They're getting paid to have all that kind of shit. And I just hate them. I just absolutely fucking hate them. Oh. No. Absolutely not. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what's going on with Cuba right now. I'm going to be honest. I am not a perfect commentator on political things. It's very unfortunate what's going on with them. It sounds like part of that is due to the fact that they have communism. And, you know, maybe they need to fix that. We can fix her. No, you can't. You can't fix that shit. You can't fix that shit, and you shouldn't want to. But yeah, that's what's going on with Hasan right now. I don't really got much else to say about it. Governor Marco Rubio of Cuba, exactly. Now, I was planning for some reactions tonight, but it has been 3 hours. It's almost 2. Do I have anything short? And I imagine most people are gonna start heading to bed soon. Most of the friends. Yeah. I'll tell you what, chat. We'll save some reactions for tomorrow. I have to prep some stuff for tomorrow. So, for those that don't know, my schedule has changed. And it changes monthly now. Unfortunately, not much I can do about that. But what happens now is instead of the normal stuff that we've been doing, where we have hump day, I now work Monday through Thursday for the next month. And then it'll switch right back right before my dentist appointment, actually, which is good because I don't have to ask for time off or anything. So let me show you the schedule for the next month. Oop, there we go. So this is the schedule for the next month. It really isn't going to change so much. The biggest change is hump day is not going to be on Wednesday. It'll be on Sunday. All right. So tomorrow around 4:30, I think. We'll see. I'll be doing hump day on Sunday. And it'll roll into Dog Wave. And I will probably stream some of Dog Wave and then send it over to Temp. So that's the plan. There really isn't like big of a change. The only change is hump day moves from Wednesday to Sunday for the next month, and that's about it. There really is no big other change that goes along with it. You know, I still take Monday and Tuesday off. I still have game nights on Wednesday night, and everything else is still the same. But the only difference now is it's on Sunday. So I am thinking that we have been able to catch up on the Hasan stuff. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope it's been fun. Very educational. I know everybody likes to laugh at everybody's favorite commie himbo, I guess if you want to call him. And I hope you enjoyed that, chat. I envy your sleepiness. Yes, I'm going to go to bed here soon. I am. Before I go to bed, let me make sure I got everybody. I think I did. Thank you, by the way, again. I will say it's not a requirement, but if you tip on Streamlabs, I keep more of the money than if you tip me on YouTube. And if you tip me on Streamlabs, I feel like I am more likely to be able to take that off as a tip next year. I missed your $2? Did I really? Hold on. Let me make sure. Was it at the beginning? Where is it? Was it on YouTube? The only thing I have is Slime Maverick at the beginning of the stream. Yippee Lemon Pound Cake Fund. Is that it? I'm going to assume maybe that's it. Please tell me if that's not it, because I don't see anything on Kick. Yes? Okay, good. Good. So yeah, you don't have to do it through Streamlabs. I am going to be adding all of the reacts over on Streamlabs that are normally on YouTube. But if you do it via Streamlabs, I do get to keep more of it. It's more like I get to keep 90% versus on YouTube where I get to keep 70%. So you don't have to. You get the exact same rewards if you do, but it just it gives a greater yield to the creator, basically. Anyway, let's throw you guys out. If you're on Twitch, I'm going to send you to Mari Mari because Mari Mari is live right now, and I like Mari Mari. If you're on Kick, I'm going to send you over to Leaflet because the Leaflet, Leaflet's playing some games. So I'll send you over there. I'll be back tomorrow for Sunday Hump Day. You guys have a good one. You all have a good one. And I will be having a good one as well.